Hello loves, just wanted to touch base with you guys and remind you that I am still running a special on my website until December 1st for 22% off any service with the discount code THANKS22. And then I am also running a giveaway on my Instagram, which is PrettyYoungTarot, for a 30-minute tarot reading. So, free tarot reading. All you gotta do is tag 2 friends and also write in the comment section something that you are thankful for, because I know this year has been definitely really challenging for a lot of people, but I'm trying to keep everybody high vibe and positive. So, without further ado, let's jump into this juicy pick a card reading and figure out how your person feels about you versus the third party. All right, hello, welcome to the main event. We have 3 piles that you're going to choose from. I'm using these tarot decks in all 3 readings. I'm just using it so that you can pick the energy of which pile. So we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3. So go ahead and pause the video now or refer back to the thumbnail. And without further ado, let us get into the reading about you versus the third party. All right. Crystal wants to run away. Okay, so I just laid out signifiers. So this is going to be you guys, the viewer. This is going to be the third party. Obviously, you know, energies can be switched around, and I'm sure you've heard all of this before. So if you feel like you resonate with the other side, take that as your side. But actually, first, I think I'm going to get you guys signifiers of animal spirits. So this is going to signify like what animal energy your person views you under right now. Okay, and then your person is showing up as the dragon. Okay. So you might be an earth sign, and the other person might be a water sign. An aggressive water sign. Could be like a Scorpio. Right off the bat, your person sees you as being extremely hardworking. Beavers are also very like community oriented. You know, they're hard workers. They are also, well, I mean, you know, they're beavers. They build dams and stuff. You might have blocked this person. Maybe if you're like in separation from this person and the third party is the situation that your dragon person is in right now, that's a possibility if that resonates for you. Okay, so let's see, kind of get some tarot out. How does this person feel about the viewer? Feelings towards the viewer. The 8 of Cups did flip. So, I mean, like I said, you could have walked away from this person, or they could have walked away from you. I think that right now they see you chasing a dream or a goal of yours. Maybe this hasn't quite like manifested into like monetary means quite yet, but they see you actively pursuing something. Yeah, they see you as like a creative, especially with like the Cancerian energy. You could also be a mother. I'm gonna actually like point this down a little bit. Okay. They could see you maybe struggling financially. Especially if you do have kids. Okay, yeah, so there's definitely an ending between you and this person. What is this 10 of Swords? Ace of Cups. Okay, so I mean, for some of you guys, you might resonate with the fact that this person left you for the third party. But let's get some clarification on how they feel about the third party. Oh, I should also say, definitely this sort of reading is a trigger warning. I'm going to put it in the title, but I forgot to mention it in the beginning. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this person could be married for some of you. I think that whoever this person is, they are passionate about this person, but I think that this third party is kind of aggressive. Oh, we have 8 of Cups on both sides. Page of Swords again, yeah. So like there is this energy of kind of like harshness. Okay, this is interesting. So the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords in reverse and the 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this person, it looks like, okay, so obviously there are a couple different scenarios going on here, so just take what resonates. If this person is married, like if this person is married to this person, they are not happy. Like, yes, there is like some passion there, but I also see a fair amount of like, it's more like hostility, not like, you know, constructive, creative energy, if you know what I mean. I think that this person is fairly manipulative and kind of leaves your person in kind of this like cycle of like low self-worth and like lack mentality. I feel like this person can't heal when they're with this person, because the 4 of Swords generally is a healing card, but it's in reverse, so it's a blocked energy. And so because they are constantly being put out in the cold, it's like this has a very like toxic-y sort of vibe to it. Whereas with you, and you might struggle with that because you probably honestly know what's going on here in the situation, and you know that this person isn't a good fit for your person, but they could like just be married because we did have the Justice card, but that also indicates it's a karmic relationship. So they're learning how to like the goal of this karmic relationship for them is to learn how to love themselves and set better boundaries. However, it looks like, well, I don't want to speak too soon. They might be making progress, but we'll see. So how are they viewing you, Lenormand-wise? Like they see you as being really resourceful. Oh yeah, see, we have the heart here. So they do have like really strong feelings for you. Yeah, the ring and the anchor. So I feel like this person does see long-term commitment with you. For some of you may have a child with this person because we have the child on the back of the deck. So like maybe okay, so it is possible that you were with this person and maybe this lady, Shark, Karen, kind of like swept in and was like a karmic test for your person, and now they're like going through it. Because the Ace of Wands is kind of, you know, it's fiery, it's passionate. It's like and with that shark energy, I am like, sharks are kind of similar to like snake energy for me, or like, because they're more like out for themselves, they're kind of sneaky, but I mean, in general, they do have a tendency to be more upfront than like snake energy. And that could have been like what attracted your person to this person, was like their kind of like reckless nature and like don't give a fuck attitude, but it's really like turned on them. Because I think now it's being used against them. Yeah, because the Knight of Swords is not, like, it's somebody who speaks without tact or just, like, lack of, like, it's just not graceful. And I think that your person, probably with that dragon, you know, dragons breathe fire, could have like a tendency to be somewhat aggressive themselves. So like, I think that this person is willing to go like toe to toe, like with them. Yeah. There's poverty going on over here. Like whether it, I mean, and it could be on all fronts, like emotional, physical, and spiritually. Because the mice is a part, or like a point where we, like in a spread that experiences like a depreciation. I think that this person's really, okay, yeah, this is a very clear picture. Trigger warning. This is a person who leads with sex. And they know how to manipulate people because they know what they have to work with. But this person here really doesn't care about like anyone else but themselves with this child and the whip. Like this literally, I mean, this person could have actually suffered from some form of child abuse. I mean, I hope that it's not that they are an abuser themselves, because that would, you know, just be awful. Also, I need to change this track. I don't know why this one has so many ads. And I can't use my other account right now. But please, just no more ads. Like, and that, it's interesting that this is happening. Like, I feel like this person really interrupted things between you and your person. And it wasn't based in anything other than like passion. So like this could have happened, like maybe you and your person were on the rocks, and or maybe you were even away on business here or something like that. With this Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles situation, it just seems like this person's really childish. They have a lot of childhood wounds that they play out in this connection with your person. This is a very karmic, like, kind of, look what you did to her, now you get to deal with this. Like, she is my karma sort of thing. And this person also, like, this person straight up, like, because the whip it's a sexual card, but it is also an abusive card. So, next to the mice, it's just like this person could be like literally either physically abusive or verbally abusive. Either way, they're not having a good time over here. So let's get your person's feelings towards you. Jupiter, yeah, and Jupiter generally rules like marriage, and Pluto. Interesting. Okay. This is a very deep transformative connection. Maybe things between you and this person got really intense with the anger here because it is a Nine of Swords. I feel like this person could have kind of been afraid of how they were feeling about you, put an end to the situation because they didn't know how to accept this Ace of Cups, moved into the situation rather quickly because it was like just physical, and now they're stuck in like a literal abusive situation. And maybe this person has kids, but I really kind of feel like it's more like they are childish. But I think that it's possible that, I mean, with that, or is that the Knight? Yeah, so it's not a kid. But with the Cancerian energy, you guys could have at least been talking about having kids at some point, or a family. Yeah, okay, so this is South Node. This is a South Node connection. So this is built to burn, like crash and burn. Because South Node connections are past lives and in the 9th house. So there's a spiritual lesson here, because the 9th house is actually like, it's like the Sagittarius house. Sagittarius is all about like higher learning and spirituality. So your person is being forced to learn a karmic lesson through this relationship, as I had anticipated. What is this lesson? Okay, it's definitely that card and not these ones, but I will take this one. Okay, for some of you, you might resonate with the fact that this okay, well, mommy issues first and foremost, with the moon being at the bottom of the deck. So this person, like your person, could have had an abusive mother, and this is a recreation, a romantic version. Like they're attracted to this vibration because this emanates the same energy that they were growing up within, if that makes sense. Especially with Neptune, there's also like, okay, so there's Pisces energy here. This person didn't see the situation clearly before they jumped in head first. And with it being in the second house, it's like, I also feel like this person could have projected this energy that they are more financially well off than they really are. Because I now think that this person, like this, whether it's a woman or a male, doesn't really matter, is actually now taking and becoming a drain financially on your person. And this is another part of their karmic lesson, is to like really, you know, suss out a situation before you just go balls to the walls, especially when you have someone like of quality over here. So let's see, like, archetypally what your person thinks of you. And I'm going to take reversals as shadows and the ones that are upright as the light attributes. I'm feeling this one. Priest. Okay, so we have facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, this person just didn't want to meet you at the bridge. Like, plain and simple. Like, I think that commitment like scares this person, even if they were committed to you, like actual like marriage and like family, like they psych themselves out of this connection because they attracted this relationship. You can tell that your person has really low self-worth. So they didn't think that they deserved this like expansive, beautiful Ace of Cups and like deep, like true love romance. Okay. And so that's why they have to get their heart broken again. Or it's there's a saying in like spirituality, and it's like ascend or repeat. So basically your energy was calling this person, like your person, to ascend into a higher level of spirituality, and they didn't want to do the work. So they ran, and now they're in this situation getting their karma in order to facilitate that growth. Now, how long that lasts, we don't really know. I do have timing cards. I will pull them to see if we can get like an answer as to how long they might be in this. Obviously, it won't resonate for everybody, but I know like it helps to have like an idea. But rest assured, this person is a karmic situation. When might this situation end? Because it's gonna end. Like, there are gonna be multiple tower moments until like your person just simply can't handle it anymore. Obviously, take this answer as like with a grain of salt, because I mean, a lot of people watch these videos, but 8. So that could be like on the 8th of a month, or it could also be, what is that month? August? Or Scorpio season, which is now. When will a situation with the shark end? Shark lady. Okay, so we have March, 2 years. Okay, so for some of you, this person could be doing these karmic cycles for 2 years, but for some of you, this might end in March. We do have the number 2 again here, so I'm also kind of getting like 28th of March, or these could also just be significant dates in your connection. As I said, there's a lot of people here, so I'm trying my best. I guess like let's see how your person views this other person. the trickster in reverse, so manipulating others through duplicity. So your person is now aware that this person is a, with the networker here at the bottom, this person could be like a social climber. And this says conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. So this person is a gossip, most likely and they manipulate it, and they know what they're doing too. So like this isn't actually like just straight up malicious person. And I mean, they deserve it because you have the 10 of Swords here. I mean, you are like, if you guys are snickering on the other side of the screen, like you definitely have like every right to be, because anybody who treats someone like that, I mean, that's the thing, like with karma and the universe, like you never have to like seek revenge, because the universe will never leave the scales unbalanced. So if someone fucks you over, you can literally rest assured they're gonna get their ass handed to them on a silver platter, and probably worse. Okay, so it's gonna moon phase for you guys. A new romantic cycle begins. This person is gonna want to come back. They think you're really beautiful. You have all the qualities that they wanted and needed, and they didn't know it at the time, even though they did. But they had to go through all of this shit to realize that, you know, you're the one. Your dreams need a practical plan. So yeah, they want to build a life with you. Like, and these are both Venusian energies, like Taurus and Libra. So, and we have the answers you need are coming, full moon and Gemini. So this person's going to come in with information soon about the situation. What are they going to do about this third party? So even if they don't leave the situation, you're going to get answers. Yeah, it's time to release negativity. What do you need to release? This person is, I am in misery. Like literally, look at the bigger picture. Yeah, like this person can't see a future with this person. And they want a new start, but I feel like they don't know how to get out of the situation. They've kind of gotten themselves into a pickle, you might say. And they just, yeah. Good job, dragon. So let's get some love messages for you guys in the situation. So obviously you're the winner, if we're like going by that. You know, I'd send this person a little love and light if you could. I do empathize with the fact that, because at the end of the day, this person couldn't receive your love and appreciate your love because of their childhood, because of their like relationship that they had with their primary like mother figure. So, and through that abuse, they just associated or like basically assumed that they were like not worthy of love, and they were never taught how to like be affectionate or like receive affection, because all the love that they've ever known is conditional. And so they literally ran into a situation to mirror that back to them. Yes, they did take you for granted. Yes, they fucked you over. But, I know it's hard to try to like empathize, especially when somebody like, depending on how bad that 10 of Swords, like it really doesn't get much worse than the 10 of Swords. And believe me, I totally understand. I've been there. I've been in this situation, and it's just not a reflection of you at all. It's literally from like the broken inner child and depravity of the soul of your person and how little they think of themselves. And so now the universe has to show them that, you know, they can either join the spiritual journey with you, become their best version of themselves that they deserve to be, for not only like themselves, but also for you, especially if you guys have kids or anything, if they want any sort of future here. That they need to let this go. They need to let go of accepting this sort of treatment from females in their life. And this is actually, so the North and South Node have a lot to do with this, and the South Node did pop up here. and in the 9th house. So South Node Sagittarius, and we also have Sagittarius here. So if your person has like Venus in Sagittarius or any prominent Sagittarian placements, maybe Moon in Sagittarius, this would be bringing, like that South Node transit in Sagittarius is bringing up these like childhood core wounds to be transmuted and released, so that your person can like close out that karmic cycle. What is it? The North and South Node like returns happen like every 19 years. So this is like how this person has been relating to the feminine energy for the last 19 years of their life. And this is actually really traumatizing. Like this is like a picture perfect version of being re-traumatized. Ultimately it is for their greatest good, but I just want you to be aware, not that you need to like reach out or, you know, feel really bad for them, because at the end of the day they did what they did. But this person is, it's a lot deeper than we tend to give credit for in the situation, because it is easy to be like, oh, they're just like into that person because they think that they're like hot or whatever, or, you know, or you want to compare yourself to this person. There is no comparison. Okay. Your person's not comparing you. Your person knows that this person is not as high quality as you. That's why they went to this. They settled for this because they perceive you as being too good for them. I mean, we have the priest and the trickster. Like, does it get more clear than that? Like, this is light, this is dark. This is, like, troubled youth, and this is, like, stable family with, like, $1 million home, okay? And as someone who, like, has been abused their whole life, they don't believe, like, they basically see that, like, $1 million home life as, like, a dream that is, like, unattainable. And so they probably don't feel like they can meet like your standards, and they will eventually get there once they do release the situation. Like, I have a hard time believing 2 years. Like, maybe they've been in this situation for 2 years if that's the case, like, but with all these indications of like time to release, like, what do you need to release? Like, look at the bigger picture. Like, spirit is literally like slapping this person upside the head with like a bag of bricks and being like, do you want to be like how much longer are you going to do this for, dude? Like, so like at the very latest, I feel like this person like could maintain things maybe until March, but maybe March is like someone's birthday, which would be like, is that like Aries? Okay. Anyway, let's grab some Lover's Oracle from your person to you, or from spirit to you, about this person. I feel like I've read these cards so many times for myself, I actually don't like them anymore, but playfulness. So laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. Remember that love is the greatest healer. Reflection. So for some of you guys could be dealing with the twin, but this is give each other some space at the moment, trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Like, and that's the thing, this person has to be with this person right now, because they need to learn these lessons. There's no avoiding it. Otherwise, this person will never be able to be the partner that you need. We have only time will tell at the bottom of the deck. And then my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. And then if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So if you are actually pursuing some sort of creative endeavor, your person wants you to know that even if things aren't coming to fruition now, that you need to keep going. And that's also a message from spirit that's coming through as well. Like, oftentimes, especially if you're a twin, separation occurs because you need to focus on another aspect of your life. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing this as being. So let's pull some love messages from your person to you. Just don't like the lady beaver. Like, you guys know what beaver means, right? Like, okay, so they're saying, I want you. I don't want to add to your pain and stress, because they know they've already caused you enough. Thanks, bud. I feel so ashamed that I showed my worst side to the best thing in my life. I'm so sorry. It's always bothered me that I wrote thing, because, you know, people aren't objects, but, like, best person is what that should say. Nobody compares to you. But if the world was ending, you come over, right? You come over and you stay the night. They miss you so bad. I may never find the words beautiful enough to describe all that you mean to me, but I will spend the rest of my life searching. John Green. I could use one of your hugs right now. Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, this person over here is, like, the antithesis of nurturing, and you are, like, the epitome of nurturing. So sad. I'm sorry that I have so many walls. I'm trying to break them. You are my motivation. Yeah, I bet, to get out of that situation. Oh my God, you're so sexy when you're mad. So if you guys have had some, you know, arguments because of this unfortunate situation, they want you to know that it turns them on when when you get angry. I want to spoil you, and then I'm going to pull just a few more, just because I feel like you guys need the reassurance. This person does love you. They have deep love for you. Like, especially with that Cancer energy, like, you're family to this person. Like, you could, if you're not actually, like, married, like, really family, like, it's that deep of a soul connection with Pluto. Like, and the only reason that they dipped is because they couldn't face the depths. It was terrifying for them. At the bottom of the deck over there, it says, I miss you in ways that not even words can explain, and then I want to grow old with you. Through the ups and the downs, baby, I'm gonna stick around if you let them come back. I can't wait to kiss you again. So this person is pretty dead set on finding their way back to you in some capacity, because it says, I will settle for being your friend. So maybe you guys are just friends right now. If you guys have to be in contact in some sort of way, like maybe you work together or you co-parent or something like that, there's usually some sort of dynamic between, especially if this is a twin, that keeps you guys, like, separated, but, like, just close enough to want to, you know, just slam their head into a wall. Anyways, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. That is how your person's feeling about you versus the third party. There is absolutely nothing to worry about here. Minus your person's safety. And I wish I was kidding. But, like, the whip and the mice and the child, it's just, that's a very combative, like, you know when people say that, like, they have, like, psycho exes? This is like, I bust the windows out your car. And no, I didn't mean my broken heart. Yep. Let me know if your little dragon friend gets their car windows busted out. Especially since that just came to mind. But that's the type of shit this person will go to. That's the lows this person will stoop to. Or stoop to. So, anyway, yep, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. If you guys want to book a personal with me, you know where to do that is PrettyYoungTarot.com. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on my next pick a card reading. Moving on to pile number 2, which was this one. Okay. Are you going to stay there? Or are you going to be a jerk? I don't want to play this games with you, Calcite. Okay, fine. You'll just hang out with this aura quartz. Okay. So, let's clear this energy real quick. Just because there's a lot of different people involved in these situations. Okay. So, You versus the third party, group number 2. Let's see. Let us see what we can see. So, how is your person viewing you at this time? The Otter Spirit. Beautiful. Okay. I love the Otter Spirit. How is this person viewing the third party? This one. The Buffalo. Everybody has a water buffalo. Okay. And your person is the Octopus. Oh, my least favorite animal spirit. On the bright side, they are intelligent, but they have poor boundaries. So that's that. Plus, you know that all the tentacles, they can get themselves in sticky situations. They can actually get themselves out of sticky situations, but more likely than not, they get themselves into compromising situations, as obviously we can tell. So how is your person feeling towards you at this time? Show the world the real you. You might be an Aquarius or dealing with an Aquarius. The answers you need are coming. And also, guys, okay, so this card popped up in the last video, or in the last pile, and we are about to have an eclipse on the 30th in Gemini. I did write a blog post about this on my website if you guys want to check that out. But information is going to come out with that eclipse about this situation. And how is your person feeling about the Buffalo lady? Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Okay. It's too many. Okay, so for some of you guys, this is actually like a parental figure, like a mother figure. Because we have a time to give rather than to take, which is Virgo. And then we also have Cancer. So this could be a family member, or they could have a family together. Okay, let's just see. And the Buffalo Spirit it does have like a family vibe to it as well. So let's get the tarot out here. Also, you could be a water sign. This other person could be an earth sign. And your person, like the person in the middle here, could be an air sign. How's your person feeling about you? Okay, so there's definitely a blockage in expanding this connection right now with the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, conflict. Okay. So your person's feeling like they don't have much to offer the situation right now. I'm seeing that they're really tired of conflict. I feel like they feel like every time that you guys come in to communicate with one another, shit just hits the fan. So they're trying to move out of this connection because they can't see growth for themselves right now, which I know is probably not what you want to hear. And it is really possible this person's not a very good communicator. But at the very least, like, I also feel like this person could be kind of like lazy. like, at the end of the day, like, they don't want to put the work into this connection right now because, like, if he wanted to, he would, and if he wanted to, he would, and he's not, so he doesn't want to, sort of thing. Maybe he has to focus on, like, parenting. That Page of Pentacles. Either way, like, I feel like this person has a lot on their plate. They're really taxed, like, tapped out right now. They do like how authentic you are to, like, you. Like, you are just fiercely and unapologetically yourself. And that can be intimidating for them as well. I feel like they just feel, especially with that fiery climax approaches, that there's going to be hostilities. Okay. I think it's possible that this person's actually in separation or taking a break from this person as well on the other side, or at least things aren't like super hunky-dory. They might be contemplating leaving this person because we do have the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. This could be what they have been investing in. And they're trying to avoid a tower moment by leaving. Like, leaving the situation would obviously cause a tower moment. And I feel like it was easier to sacrifice this connection because it's less stable than this connection. And they're trying to see this connection in, like, because the believe in the impossible, the blue moon is all about, like, believe in miracles. Like, they want to fix things with this person, essentially, is what is being said here. But they need to heal. So I think that they are keeping to themselves. There's not really a lot of, like, passion going on here. It's more like maybe, like, little offers of, like the Knight of, I don't like the Knight of Cups in reverse in general. It's just kind of like an immature energy. But at the end of the day, this person, I feel like it's like traditions. Like, they really want to do what's right. For everyone who's involved, especially if there's kids here. But they are, like, thinking about walking away, or at least taking a break from this person. So how are they viewing you, group number 2? Like I said, the octopus has shitty boundaries. So they just put themselves in compromising situations. This is a very compromising situation. Okay, we do have the tree in the clouds. So I think that this person, they're confused about you. Because the tree generally is actually a soulmate card. But we do have the sickle, which is the scythe at the bottom of the deck. So they did cut this out. They feel like they need to cut this out. Because they don't feel like they see the situation clearly. And with the Five of Swords, it can also be like energetic fighting, like a misalignment. Obviously, you would not be in alignment with this person if they are investing elsewhere. And they're just not ready to give up on the situation over here, is what I'm seeing. So, but that doesn't change the fact that, like, they do feel like you are a soulmate of theirs. And I feel like that just makes them confused. So it's like they're escaping the connection, if that makes sense. But I also feel like there is a fair amount of dysfunction in this relationship between you and your person. Yeah, this person, I think, is married to this person over here. Your person is married to the third party. And they're, yeah. Okay, so the fish is actually about, like, material wealth and abundance. This person is a husband. They have to be. If not, they're, like, in a committed, very committed situation. But there is, yeah, they're loyal to this situation. I think that they are loyal to the situation. Maybe, like, this is kind of giving me, like, high school sweetheart vibes. Like, you know, like, even though we have problems, it's like, we're going to solve it. This person over here could also be a fire sign, maybe. But the fish is a financial card and, like, it talks about luck. The only thing I don't like here is, like, the owls and the whip. So the owls talks about, like, communication or having, like, conversations. So I do feel like this person has hostile conversations with the third party as well, because the whip, it's sexual, but it's also, like, can be, like, abusive. And obviously, I mean, if there's a third party, because you're not the only person in a third party, they could be arguing about this situation. Ooh, the T. Gemini. You could be a Gemini. Like, did you guys meet at work? Like, is this like a work romance? And that person just happened to have, yeah, in the 12th house. Okay, so for some of you guys, this is a karmic soulmate for you. Because 12th house energy, it's hidden. So this person, I can see, has made you keep this a secret. So, I mean, maybe it's possible this person doesn't even know about you. But with that hangman, there is a lot of, like, Neptune energy and 12th house energy, and with, like, you guys could definitely have a telepathic connection, like, as well. I just stuttered in the clouds. But what I'm picking up from, or, like, what Spirit is saying is this connection is holding you back from your full potential, because this person, like, you shouldn't be half loved, you know? And if this person really wanted to, like, be your person, like, that would be a totally different situation. But since they're investing their efforts like, elsewhere and still believing in this connection over here, you need to release the situation for the betterment of, like for your own self-worth, you know? They're trying to call attention to, like, through this karmic connection, call attention, like, have you call attention to your own behavioral patterns of being attracted to like, emotionally unavailable or just unavailable people in general. Because, you know, a mental connection can only be sustained for so long, and even if there is, like, a physical connection, it's not satisfying for you, because this person doesn't have really anything to give in the situation. And it just leaves you in stagnation with the clouds. And yes, you guys are soulmates. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, this is, 12th house is also past life. But this is, like, it's toxic, because this person's not willing to put in the effort into this. And so you're just going to keep going through these cycles of conflict and arguments, because, you know, we have the dog over here. That's the most, like, it's the 10 we have the 10 of cups here twice, but this time it's, like, right side up. So, like, even though this person has, like, struggles in their marriage or this commitment, at the end of the day, they don't really plan on leaving. Like, they want to continue giving to the situation with the time to give rather than to take. Because they do believe that they can get to a point of resolution with this person. And regardless of whether or not they're doing it for kids or for money, finances, blah, 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 at the end of the day, that's still their decision, you know? And it's just, like, absolutely not fair to you. And Spirit just really wants you to, like, ask yourself, like, is this something that you could sustain, you know? Scorpio. Libra, yeah. So this is a really deep partnership for this person. And Saturn, this is commitment. It's rigid. Like, this person is fixed on the situation here with this person. I'm sorry for those of you who, like, didn't want to hear that, but I do want to still pull some attributes, kind of see, you know, what this person was attracted to within you. So you are enlightened, benevolent, you have leadership qualities, and you benefit those in your charge. Maybe you're like this person's boss. There's definitely a workplace vibe I'm picking up here. So highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. And I kind of feel like that's actually about you. I mean, you could also try to have highlighted that about them, obviously, if they're not happy in the situation, but that doesn't change the fact that they're committed to it, you know? So Vampire makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. And then Child Orphan, so independence based on learning to go at it alone, conquering fear of surviving. So this is really painting a clear message for me, group number 2. You are replaying trauma from your childhood. This is a self-sabotaging behavior of you like being attracted to or putting yourself in situations where, you know, you're loving someone who's unattainable, which is draining your energy. It's like, this is a cycle that's going to keep repeating until you choose to break it. And it's because, like, you are afraid of being abandoned. You're trying to, like, prove to yourself that you can get someone to prove to you that you're lovable when you are inherently lovable. And you don't need this person to tell you that or leave their wife or anything like that. It needs to come from, like, deep within yourself, because you do have these leadership qualities. You do have such a kind heart. We have Samaritan here at the bottom of the deck, which is refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Like you're a sweet soul. The Otter is great with, like, kids, and they're playful and they're happy and carefree, and it's like obviously, like, I'm being guided to tell you, like, obviously, if you've been making comparisons about, like, from you to, like, this person, it's like there is no comparison, you know? Comparison is I just posted something today. Like, not only is it toxic, but it's like karma or something like that. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be her, okay? Like, that's her life. You were born you to be you because you bring something unique to the table. And you don't need anything that this person has. And although, like, you love this person, they came into your life to highlight the fact that, like, you don't need someone like that, and that this is the type of energy that only serves to keep you stuck and held back by your own, like, feelings of, like, being unworthy and unlovable, when in reality, like, you are lovable. Group number 2 is, like, you need to know that you deserve so much better than someone just giving you breadcrumbs or giving you empty promises or telling you that, like, you know, just anything just to, like, get them by to, like, the next day until they can tell you, like, another half-truth or give you another false promise. Like, you need to let this tower burn, because you do have a person out there for you. But you have to release this codependency trait first. And, like, even if you're not aware of it, like, you're allowing these people to, like, suck the life out of you, because you're like seeking their approval so badly and so desperately. And of course that's going to make you mad. Of course, like this person is an asshole for putting you in a situation like this. Like, if they let you go, that was an act of compassion, and you have to see that, because the best thing that somebody can do for you is to be, like, open and honest and live in their integrity and be like, look, I can't do this. And 12th house connections are also about surrender and trusting in the divine plan. And it also has a lot to do with loving and letting go. Because at the end of the day, we're all still connected to these soulmates. Like, they're still with you even if you guys aren't physically together. And if you're wondering if this is a twin flame, this wasn't a twin flame, it's a karmic. And you need to know that. It was an ascension partner, most likely. Like, that's what the false twins are called. Like, this person is just highlighting the fact that you deserve to be chosen. Of course there would be a commercial break. I was having a deep moment. Spirits are like, all right, that's enough of that heavy shit. But hopefully, this brought you some enlightenment. I know it's a hard message to hear, and I'm sorry if you guys are triggered. I just feel like, as I said, living in the truth is a lot better than living in the fantasy, and the 12th house also has a lot to do with, like, fantasy and dreams, and shame on this person for selling you, like, a pipe dream, But you will find that king, and you will find that family someday. It's just, like, unless something drastically happens with this person, and who really knows what the future holds, but, like, I'm not seeing any indications that this person's going to leave this situation. Like, and it's not that they're just bound by, like, a commitment, like, a marriage certificate. I do think that this person genuinely has, like, true love and affection for this other person. Not to say that they don't, like, care about you and they don't have any love for you. It's just, like, they made their bed already. Heavy. I'm gonna spray you guys with some love spray. I'm sending you love. So anyway, group number 2, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I'm sorry that this message wasn't more uplifting, but this is the reality of things. Like, we do have karmic soulmates, and we do have soulmates. Like, I've been through a situation like this too. I mean, he wasn't married, but he was definitely not committed. And this has just a lot to do with, like, your own self-worth and what you're willing to accept. And once you start loving yourself for who you are and seeing your value, like, you will never ever again settle for something like that's only, like, half-assed, because at the end of the day, you have so, like, fuck that guy. That's all I have to say. Just fuck that guy, And I know you're like, I love him though, but if he wanted to, he would. And if he wanted to, he would. And since he's not gonna. I'm sending you guys lots of love and healing. Really, like, why these relationships occur is because they are meant for you to learn how to love yourself so that you can call in that counterpart. All right, group 2. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to book a personal, you know where to find me, PrettyYoungTarot.com. But until then, I'll see you guys in my next pick a card. Bye. All right, so if you chose a selenite wand, this is going to be your reading about how your person feels about you versus a third party. I need to ground myself after that reading. Okay. How does your person view you, group number 3? The swan. Beautiful. Counterpart energy. How's your person viewing third party? The starfish. And how are they showing up? The rabbit. Okay. Okay, so what can you tell me about how this rabbit person feels about pile number 3? They're very sexually attracted to you. You may be like a family friend, or you may have ties with their family in some way. This person is very sexually attracted to you, like very sexually attracted to you. And the fox. Okay, so this could be a work situation. Family business, like maybe you work for their family business or something like that. There could be a family business involved. Interesting vibes this person has for this other person over here. Okay, so this person is at a crossroad. Okay, so for some of you guys, you haven't been physical with this person, but they want to be physical with you. I think things are ending between this person and your person. At the very least, they're considering that because they're trying to be observant about the situation. I feel like they don't trust the third party, and they're kind of at a crossroads. And we'll figure out why, but how are they feeling about you? How do they perceive you and your character? Rescuer. So provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love and with no expectation of reward. Poet. Expresses soul insights in symbolic language. And the scribe. Okay, so you could be like a musician. Or a poet or a writer of some form. You could also maybe work in like substance abuse, or maybe you were a substance user in the past and now you like help other people who have been abused. Like you could be like a child, or like a family practice, like abuse, like survivor, victim, therapist or something. Like that could be why the fox here is like, that's what you do for work. But yeah, so we're gonna put this here. And then how are they viewing this other person? What are the archetypes that they fall under? This person has a really domineering personality over here with that tower. They can be fairly stoic too. This person could be a Scorpio or an Aries. Okay, so they see this person as a rebel, so challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Shadow attribute is rejects legitimate authority out of anger and rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. For some of you guys, this is a kid. Like if the third party is a child, that they're investing more time in than you. But then we have beggar, so confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. The shadow attribute is dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Okay, and I'm just getting like the negative vibes of this simply because of the Lenormand cards that were pulled out here. I think that this person has mental health problems. I think that this person could also be ODD, like oppositional defiant. I'm just getting really unstable and kind of clingy, because starfishes, they like cling to things. It's like this person is like an energy vampire. And then we do have victim here at the bottom of the deck. So light attribute just prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others, and the shadow attribute is playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. Yeah, okay, so this is a codependent. Like, obviously if it's a kid, then you don't have to label it as being codependent. It could just be like mental health problems. But if this is an adult, this person uses their like mental instability to try to trap people. Like this is like emotional blackmail, like the if you leave me I'll kill myself person. And I also feel like this person is really financially unstable. They're pretty guarded, can probably be somewhat combative. this person wants to close out this chapter, like your person wants to close out the chapter. They have to pay attention to this right now because it's a karmic thing for them to do. They could have this could have been a long-term relationship for them. Strength and the Seven of Wands, the Lovers and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, okay. So this person feels like they have to defend themselves against this person because they have a really big personality and like not in a good way. With the Leo card here, they could be aggressive. This person could actually be physically, like, I wouldn't necessarily say like full on like domestic violence sort of abuse, but like there is an element of, at the very least, this person is very controlling. Let's see how your person's feeling towards you. Wow, split the deck, got the Ten of Cups. And with the Swan, like this could be your twin. And I mean, so typical of meeting a twin flame while they're in a committed relationship. So how is this person feeling about the viewer? Nine of Cups, Magician, the Fool, the Empress. Yeah, definitely counterpart energy. You might have walked away from them because you weren't getting your needs met in the situation because they were dealing with this third party. What is this? Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords. Okay, so you guys could have had a falling out. A death, yeah. But this person definitely sees you as a counterpart. The Devil. They feel bound to you in some way. And sexually attracted to you. That's also... And the Ace of Cups, yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is clear as day. This person has extremely intense, like, deep emotions for you. But they can't move right now. Libra, yeah. So, I mean, this is some form of partnership. And Leo. We had both of those come up. Oh, I thought we already had Libra, but we don't. But I was saying it was a relationship, which is similar. Like in the third house, siblings too could be something related here in Uranus. This is a very unsettling connection. Tumultuous, like at the very least. It's helping this person identify their own psychology with the Eight of, like, or the eighth house there. This is helping your person, because I mean, we attract what we are, right? And so maybe your person struggles with some like codependency issues, maybe like addictive qualities or addictions. Maybe this person is an addict that they're with. And with the Fish, that can be an alcoholic. But I think this person's done living this lifestyle. They want to put an end to this situation. They feel like they can't grow. They feel like there's no growth in the situation because this person doesn't want, like, not your person, but the person that they're dealing with doesn't want to grow. They're in victim mentality. There could be kids involved because we do have Leo. And with the third house, maybe there's multiple kids, like siblings. But the way your person's viewing the situation is like Uranus. They want to like shift it, shift out of it. And they're really nervous about it because the rabbit is actually a frantic, like, nervous energy. Like, some people associate with it being, like, very sexual, but it's also, like, I mean, you've seen them. Like, a rabbit, they just, they're, like, like, it gives me very, like, Gemini vibes. But, and they're kind of skittish, too. Like, I think your person is afraid of this person and, like, what they're gonna do if they leave. Like I said, emotional blackmail. Like, if you leave me, I'll, like, take you to court. Take your kids away from you. Oh my God. This is so sad. And I think if you left this person, it just like devastated them. You're like the only light in their life, even though you shouldn't obviously have to be in the situation. But it's like this person literally feels between like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, because in order to uproot this, which they're being called to do, they feel like they need to do. They just don't know what the fallout's gonna look like. And so maybe they just waited too long because they didn't, like, especially if there's kids involved, they don't want to screw things up for the kids. And it could also be like a pride thing. Like, maybe people don't even know what's going on behind closed doors with this person. Like, maybe their family, like, thinks that everything's, like, hunky-dory, and, like, to tell everybody, and, like, or just up and leave the situation, like, close out this chapter, they would get a lot of shit for it. And then they probably just look like a liar because, you know, why would you hold on to, like, all of this information for so long? When, like, in reality, like, it kind of looks like your person's the victim here. But because this person is their person is always playing the victim. They want this new future with you. They're still manifesting it, even though and often you guys are probably connected like through music. Let's get some Lover's Oracle. Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond your control. So Spirit is really calling you guys reflection. Yeah, and that's a reflection too. So give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have only time will tell. So if you guys are truly counterparts, which I think you are, this person needs your support. And I know, like, there's a way to maintain this Empress energy and still be a friend, because at the end of the day, this person is, like, this is a really bad situation. And although, like, it is taking all their attention and time, it's not personal to you. They're not trying to, you know, pull the wool over your eyes and be like, oh, I'm living my best life over here, you know? Like, this person is legitimately stuck. And maybe you don't even know, like, to what depths. Like, this is taking a lot of inner strength. Like, I feel like this person could be depressed over this. Like, the grave and the clouds is about depression. They could be dealing, like, I mean, obviously, I think the person they're dealing with has depression and is more than likely an addict. And although this is a form of codependency, like, as someone who I have actually been in this situation, it's a feeling of entrapment where you literally, like, there's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. Like, this is just, like, your reality. And, like, you have to understand there's a lot of fear. Like, this person's afraid of this person. Like, your person is afraid of this person. Like, this is abusive. Like, this is an abusive relationship. And you shouldn't compromise, like, your morals and values. Like, obviously, if, like, you were having, like, a sexual relationship with this person, like, you don't have to have that kind of setup with them, obviously, unless you, like, wanted to. But I think that's also kind of a lesson. Like, if you feel like you were taken advantage of physically, like, this person wouldn't have wanted you to feel like you were taken advantage of. They were doing, like, you were literally their only outlet. And I'm not trying to make excuses for them, but you, like, that's, like, they do have deep love for you. They are not in love with this person. Like, they fucking hate their life over here. So any sort of, like, you were the only light in their life. Let's get some, but yeah, like, happy Happy Souls 1111 would probably say that you're not loving unconditionally because you are like upset that you're placing expectations on this person, on like your person, to like you're mad at them because they can't give you what you want, but it's like you really don't understand what it's like to be in the situation over here. Like it might be easy to be like, yeah, well, this person like sucks, you should just leave them, but it's a lot more complicated than that, especially when people are like unstable and there are kids involved, or like people are just unstable. Like this is the kind of person who very well could kill you, like, or kill themselves. Like either way, it's like traumatizing. So let's get some love messages. And Spirit will work a way to get them out of the situation, and that's just why they're saying like you're trying too hard, give it time. So if you could be like a friend to this person, that would probably, you know, really help them out, because as I said, they are in dire sorts. I'm not used to feeling out of control. I hope he buys you flowers, and I hope he holds your hand. I'm thinking about you right now. And I set the intention for that when that pops up. So whenever you see this video, it's literally right this very moment. You are my motivation to like get out of this situation. You're sexy when you're mad. Like I said, a lot of physical attraction. I get so hot when I think about you. Again, a lot of physical attraction. And maybe you thought this was just a physical relationship to this person because they couldn't give you a commitment. But it's like this person literally they cannot. Like, this is like a sticky situation they have to like see themselves out of. Like, if they could Alice in Wonderland just like go into one, like this person kind of feels like they're in Wonderland. They're fucking like they're going mad here. Like they're dealing with a crazy person. I'm getting my karma for what I did for what I did to you. So whatever this Ten of Swords was, I mean, like, obviously this is a different situation. If like you were with this person and they left you for this crazy ass person, because I mean, then they kind of deserve it. Especially if this is like, you know, an ex that like they used to do drugs with, or a friend they used to do drugs with, or something like that. Which I mean, that's a whole other, just addiction is a difficult, fickle bitch. But still, it's like, at least the way things stand now, it's like this person would literally rush in and like be your knight in shining armor if they didn't think they would like literally perish. I need you in my life. I don't understand. Yeah, this person, like, maybe they even tried to explain this to you and you didn't believe them. You stole my heart and I never want it back. I love you. I love your beautiful eyes. Do you still love me? You are my best friend. I started to pray a few weeks before I met you and you were the answer. And I need to heal before I can return. Maybe your person is also an addict, like I said. And so they could be in the situation to break free from their own inner demons. And that's why, you know, all relationships are like mirrors, and this person's mirroring back. Like maybe this person even like treated you like that. So maybe you do understand their situation, but now they're getting it. And it's like, they're like suffering in silence over there. But I think that if that's the case, like, it might help you to just empathize and understand, like, from the point of where, like, you know how you felt if you were in the situation, and like the type of friend that you would have needed and the support that you needed, within your own boundaries, to, you know, help guide you out of the situation. Because especially if you are a twin, even though, like, I know that it's hard to like see them with someone else. I mean, I think you can rest assured knowing that there's no love in the situation. But it might feel good to, and like help you heal that part of you that was damaged when you were in a situation similar to this, to be there for someone who's dealing with it too. Obviously only if they let you know like what's going on, but that's what I'm seeing, you know. This person is definitely not having the time of their life. Frankly, I think they fear for their own life. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm seeing for you. Hopefully, you know, you found this insightful or helpful. Obviously, you're the winner in this situation. It just kind of depends when, like divine timing helps assist your person out of the situation, or they learn all the lessons that they have to learn. But since this is a divinely guided connection, you know, it's protected. And this person has to learn these lessons. So, thank you so much for stopping by, and I love you guys so much. And if you are interested in booking a personal with me, you can do that online at PrettyYoungTarot.com, or what was the other thing I was going to say? I'm getting tired. I have a normal spiel, and I just like can't even remember my own spiel. It's clearly not that relevant. Anyway, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!